Yo, what's up? This is Yobrotha Cabrin Mills, the rapper real estate investor, back at your service. Here we are. We got another video on another day. So all we doing is looking to share some knowledge, share some wisdom. Hope that I can impact your life, benefit you in some way, form, or fashion. And all I ask from you is just like this video, subscribe to the channel, stay tuned in to the latest content, the latest videos, and share it too. Put it on your socials and let everybody know that I'm talking some real shit. All right, excuse my language, I'm sorry. But outside of that, they call me the real estate rapping investor. That's not exactly what they call me. They call me the rapping real estate investor for a reason, because stuff like this, I jump in like it ain't ish. This is Lil Bruh, yo brother, straight out the abyss. I've been broke, now I'm trying to get straight rich and want to put 100,000 on that thing risk. Now I'm playing, I never would do something like that. I'm saying that I'm just trying to get money like that. I'm playing with chippers, throwing them on the table like I ain't playing blackjack, Russian roulette. I don't know. I am official. I am legit. I do it however I want. I do it in the way they'll never forget. I am the number one. This is the king. I do my thing. I'm talking off of the... I'm just playing, man. I ain't here to rap for you. I'm just playing, man. I am not here to rap for you. I'm just here to rap with you about investing, especially in real estate. And upon today's lesson, we're going to discuss a crucial matter that will greatly impact your ability to become financially free and your ability to invest, period. And that is saving. I know it's mad boring, right? But it's cool though, because you got to understand that if you can't save any money, you can't invest any money because you don't have any money. Now, now let's say that you're an entertainer, a famous entertainer, or an athlete, or some type of person who is just making millions and just stupid money, where like after paying bills, you still got like just dumb thousands and millions of dollars still to invest. Outside of that very, very, very small percentage of human beings in this world, everybody else who's more than likely living check to check, because that's just kind of how the world works, you're going to have to learn how to save money. And I know it's not attractive, it's not fun, and most people, they don't even think about it, because let me tell you how the average person thinks. You get your check, you get your check, you go to work all week, you get paid, and then you gotta pay rent, you gotta pay your car note, you gotta pay your light bill, you gotta pay your gas bill, you gotta pay your kids' tuition, or you gotta pay for a little Jimmy to go to basketball, or you gotta put gas in the car, you gotta put food in the house, you gotta buy clothes, and then you need to enjoy life, right? So you go out to have some drinks with your friends, and then at the end of it all, you don't have any money to save. You just have enough money to barely get by till next week, or the bi-weekly, and if you're on salary, maybe once a month, in which you get another check, and you get to do it all over again. And that's how most people live their lives. And the reality of it is that if that is how you live your life, you will always live your life like that. Let me give you a principle, and it's not my principle. I don't even know if it's the guy I'm about to reference, but he is the one who introduced it to me. His name is Robert Kiyosaki. And if you have not read his book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, you are doing yourself a disservice. And I suggest that you drop everything and go do that right now, because he teaches many very good financial principles, but one in particular, which I think may be the most important, that's why we're talking about it today, is you need to save money. And that means the principle, pay yourself first. So in that same scenario, once you get your check, I take 10% of my money and I put it into investment account. I put it into my 401k. I put it into anything that is not allowing the rest of the world to take my money, because it's going to happen. Life will always throw things at you that will take all of your money. And at the end of it all, you're always going to be like, I never have enough to save. I can't save any money because of this, that, and the third. What this does is it puts you in a position where you pay yourself first. So you know that you're taking care of the most important person because you are the most important person, period. Flat out. I don't care about any creditors. I don't care about any landlords. I don't care about any of these people. You have to take care of yourself, your financial future, your family security, and everything else that you desire in life is all contingent on how you behave. So when it comes down to that, you have to make the decisions that are going to benefit you. And the beneficial decision when it comes to bills, they go, what if I get a bad credit score? What if I get a late penalty on my rent because I didn't pay it because I decided to save 10% of my check? So be it. Because here's really what it challenges you to do. Figure it out. Let that sink in. Figure it out. Because you know what happens? Whenever there's a crisis or whenever there's an emergency in life, whenever something just like has to happen, when somebody has to make some moves and make some shit shake real quick, they will figure it out. They will every single time. Like they're going to rise to the occasion. There's something about pressure and it's just something about it that makes people perform at their highest. You know, if it's a catastrophe and you have to get something done, your capabilities go to a whole nother level. So what you do is you take care of yourself, who is the most important person, and then everything else, it leaves you to eat the rest of your money to take care of that. And if you don't have enough money, figure it out. Pick up a second job. Get a side hustle, drive Uber. You know what I'm saying? Cut back on some of your bullshit, because I guarantee you waste money. So the point is save money. Save because your ability to invest is going to be contingent on your ability to save at the end of the day. So find a way, and there's multiple ways that you can save. They have most common people, they work a job and they have a 401k. Simple and easy. Take 10%, put your contribution at 10% each week. You ain't got to touch it. You ain't got to think about it. And after a while, you're going to adjust your lifestyle to the check that you're actually coming in. That's probably, for the average person, the most convenient and the way that makes the most sense, because then you just get your check. The savings has already been, you pay yourself first. Like I said, pay yourself first. And the beauty of that a lot of times too is that you pay yourself even before the government, because a lot of times these are tax-free contributions, so that you're able to save this money without being taxed. So therefore, you get to pay yourself even before the government, which honestly is these other saving strategies are not exactly the same. Usually you're going to get taxed by the government, and then you get the remaining balance of your money in your checkings account or however you receive your check, and then you'll save. But your 401k and utilizing that is a great way. And then, especially since we're talking about real estate in particular, you save up enough money in your 401k, you can borrow against it to buy a primary residence. Say you lived in it for a year, then you can do the same thing in a few years, rent that one out. You can say you bought it at a really good deal. You can refinance it, pull your money out of here, put it into another deal, and then do it all over again. And then save your money, and then repeat that process through it. But it puts you in a position to have some type of money to save. They got IRAs, which is another way that would be a more manual way. And you can also do it. There's a bank that, and I'll be honest, I have not utilized this bank. I read this in a book, so you might want to do your own investigation. But there's this bank, Charles Schwab, in which you can set it up where, and actually you can set up an investment account with them too if you want to buy stocks or you want to actually invest directly from there. You can do that as well. But if nothing else, you can set up your account in which you can set up a direct deposit to break up your checks to go to individual accounts. So you don't even have to go through that process of saving, like, oh, I have to take this money out, or you can still put it on autopilot, and which is usually your best approach because most people aren't that disciplined. And again, life hits you so quickly that most people aren't even thinking about, like, dang, man, I need to put this 10% away so that I can have a future, because most people are living like right now when your bills and the landlord and life is just hitting you. You're not really thinking about all this stuff. So put it on autopilot. And like I said, through the bank, Charles Schwab, you can set up sub accounts in which if you were saving for to buy a house, or if you're saving to buy a car, or if you're saving for your kids' college tuition, or if you're saving for any, or you're just your general savings account, you can have all these separate accounts. And then when your check hits your accounts, it automatically will distribute it proportionately to how you set it by doing that self. But that's another way, is by doing that. And like I said, with the IRA, a retirement account, you can be able to put money away, and then they'll invest it so that they'll invest it for you. And then also that your money is performing for you, and you're saving at the same time. There's two ways that you can save money. There's also I have this technique that I do. It doesn't work for everybody. A lot of people don't deal with cash. I try to keep a lot of my money in cash because I save all of my $5 bills and all of my $1 bills. And I may get to tens eventually. I haven't graduated to tens yet. I have friends who have done tens, but I haven't got there yet. But here's the reality of it. I have, on average, I've been doing this for about a year and a half, probably 2 years almost now. And I save on average $300 to $400 a month. Now, I will say I do it intentionally. Like, I go to the gas station, the grocery store, I go to any store where there's a point of sale transaction happening with cash, and I purposely break 20s, 50s, 100s. I purposely break big bills to get the change, the ones and the fives, because I know that the more big bills that I save, whenever I spend money, I'm saving money. I think like Bank of America and probably some other banks too had like a program where keep the change program, wherever if you spend a certain amount of money, it rounds up to the nearest dollar, and then that money goes into like a cashback rewards program or something like that. But it's a similar model. Anytime I spend money, basically that model rewards you for spending money and swiping your card. And it's the same concept, in which whenever I go to the gas station, if I got a bottle of water and some sunflower seeds or something, they give me $3 back. It goes in my savings account, and I literally save $300 to $400 a month. And if you put that in perspective, that's $3,000 to $4,000 a year, plus potentially when you do that on an annual scale. So I do it intentionally, like I said. So I purposely do it. So for the average person, it may not be the same results, but at the same time, that's another way for you to save your money. There's countless different ways to save. But you could just do traditional, have a savings account, and whenever you get paid, your check goes into your checkings, you transfer the money to your savings and you keep it. I will recommend, if you are saving money, have an account that is separate from your checkings, even a separate bank if possible, or a place where you cannot see it, unless you are a super disciplined person. And if you are, then that's great, and you can do it however you feel. But at the same time, if you aren't really disciplined and you don't have a lot of experience in saving money, then the best bet for you is to find ways to keep the money that you are saving out of eyesight, because once it starts building up, you start seeing like, ooh, it looks good. And the reality of life is there's always an emergency. There's always an emergency. And really, at the end of the day, you want to save up first for your emergency fund. I recommend $5,000 at least, because usually there's going to be a car breakdown. There's going to be a job loss, there's going to be an injury, there's going to be some type of emergency that has to happen. That's just how life works. I don't know why, I love God to death, but for some reason he decided that we need to go through struggle. And sometimes life is going to throw some crazy stuff at you, and you're going to be like, dang, what am I supposed to do now? And if you're looking at your savings account, like, man, I got this $3,000-$4,000 in here, I got to use it now. That's where it's coming. Then you're starting to square zero. So really, your best bet is to have a safety account, your safety emergency fund. You need to save up. That's a separate account. That's not your savings. That's your safety emergency security fund that we're talking about here. You put that money up into this separate account, and then you start doing your savings for your retirement, or to invest, and things like that. In my opinion, forgive me, I don't believe in retirement, because I think that the idea of working till you're 65 plus and then enjoying life is just ridiculous. Like, you can't, I mean, hopefully you're even healthy enough to do anything, but why would you wait that long? You know what I'm saying? Like, who wants to do that? Like, you want to work a job that you really don't like that for 20 plus years be old and then finally kind of enjoy life because you can with your walker. That's stupid. That's dumb as hell. And if especially when you don't have to, you know what I'm saying. So that's why I'm saying that the saving aspect. I say that because don't save retirement, save to invest so that you can retire whenever you want to. That's my point. So get back to what I was saying. 401ks, IRAs, just a regular savings account, whatever the case is. And I give multiple different scenarios and stuff because everybody's different. Everybody's situation is different. But one thing I know for sure is everybody has the ability to save something. I don't care if it's $1. Create the habit. It's a habit. And that's the thing. It's a habit. Once you start creating the habit of saving, and once you start seeing your money grow, you're going to get it's going to become kind of an addiction. You're going to be like, oh, snap, how much more can I save? You're going to want to save because your money's growing, your confidence grows, your security grows, and you'll be in a better position. And then once you start getting some money up, I mean, the truth of the matter is it does take money to make money. And when you want to secure your financial future, you need to be able to have something and put something aside so that you can be able to take advantage of. Oh, somebody came to you, you found out about a crazy deal on a property. Maybe the market crashes and Apple's stock dropped, 20% or 30%, or like, it's just like whenever opportunities to strike and during that meantime, while you're saving, that's when you educating yourself. That's when you're reading. That's when you're watching videos like this or other people who got knowledge on investing and stuff like that. You learn how to invest, what to do with your money when you finally got it. So now you got $5,000, you done saved up for a year. Okay, now you done saved up 2 years, you got $10,000. It's like, okay, now you got enough for a down payment. Now you got enough money to buy some stocks. Now you got enough money to do whatever you want, but you have the money to do it. But if you don't save the money, unless you hit the lottery or, like I said, unless you're just a stupid high income earner, you're probably going to struggle to provide for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to struggle to put any money aside to actually be able to invest when these opportunities come, because somebody once said that luck is when opportunity meets preparation. So this is the preparation for opportunities. So when people say, hey, he got lucky, you were lucky because you proactively saved and prepared for when that opportunity. And when you start doing things like this, watching educational videos and get your mindset geared for accumulating wealth and creating the lifestyle that you desire, things are going to start popping up left and right, opportunities that you can take advantage of. And what you got to do is you have to be able to be, for one, see them, two, be in a position to take advantage of them. And that's where the preparation comes from. So ultimately, the overall message of this, if you have not got it up to this point, is to save money. Find a way to save. It doesn't matter how you go about it. You're going to have to sacrifice some things, but short-term, what do they call it, gratification, the delayed gratification is going to be what is going to get you to a long-term and longevity and prosperity and things like that. But if you're looking for short-term gratification to your desires and your needs, you're probably going to be broke, because that's just not how the world works, especially not money. So save some money, find a way, create a system that works for you, talk to people, research, read, figure out what is the best system or process of saving money for you. And I don't care if it's $1, $10, $20, $100 a month, start saving it and get into that habit and start building on that habit and start growing your savings so that you can start investing in deals, investing in stocks, investing in businesses, investing in commodities, investing in something. And that is investing in yourself. And with that, I'm going to let you go. Thank you for tuning in. Again, if you think this has any type of value, if I said anything that may be worth hearing, worth listening to, hey, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I greatly appreciate you. Much blessings to you, your family. And till next time, exercise your body, exercise your mind, exercise your spirit, exercise your grind, and I'm out.